to college when I applied for scholarships. I had some scholarships that were coming in, but my financial aid letter came in that said pending. And so I know coming from a single family home, if I didn't have the funds to go to college, I would not be able to go. So my mother, sent me to my band director, which I already graduated from, and stated that I would talk to him. And my band director at the time, he was deceased at this time, his name is Kenneth R. Talbert from Miami, Florida. He stated to me, he said, McMullen, go to school. If things don't work out financially, I'll take care of you. And so, but fortunately, things did work out, so I actually went to college. So went to college, was in band, but I'm a pharmacist by trade. Graduated, came out, I'm working in the pharmacy field. And then things just happened, and I decided, how can I give back? And I thought about my own personal story. So a group of guys, friends of mine, we got together, and we started doing band exhibitions, marching bands, festivals, and things of that nature. But I just knew something was missing. And then eventually the organization morphed into what we're doing right now, which is HAAPCO Music Foundation. And our mission is building futures through music, art, education. And what we do here is we do all we can to keep music and all types of arts alive in our kids' lives. And how do we do it? We do it twofold. We present festivals. I just did an annual festival about a week ago, and we do a jazz festival in February. So we give kids opportunity to participate in the arts. And then we'll also raise scholarship funds for kids so they can continue to participate in the arts. So going back to my personal story, if it wasn't for some financial aid that came through and support that came through, I wouldn't have gone to college. So we're trying to make sure that, we don't have all the funds that we need or we want, but we're trying to do all we can to make sure that one or two kids can't go to college, we can, eliminate that financial barrier, along with helping kids locally if they want to participate in the arts while they're in school. So we try to bridge that financial gap, and also we try to present programs where kids can continue to participate in the arts outside of their classroom.
Now, you just said something, kids participating in the arts outside of the classroom. With a lot of state public school boards cutting the arts from their budgets, how do you combat that, and how do you get kids, before they even get to college, to expand their horizons in the arts?
We partner with communities. We partner up with schools. I can give you a prime example of what we do. When we do the festival, our jazz festival in February, we partner with a local school here in Central Florida called Ocoee High School. So we host the festival at their school, and we partner up with the actual band director there, and we host the festival there. And part of the proceeds from the festival goes right back into his band program, so he can be able to keep his program alive, because we know the first cuts that come down from the county and the city and the state is going to affect the arts. So what we try to do is kind of leverage that and make sure that he is financially stable with his band program. So if he got cuts from the outside, he can still be able to facilitate and give his kids opportunity to continue to participate in his band program. Also, with that event, we bring in about 10 to 12 high school bands, and we give them a free evaluation and give them access to professionals in music and in jazz. So it gives them an opportunity to think about, what they can do after they graduate as a business opportunity, as a future, as, their career path. But the biggest piece is what we do. And another thing I want to add on to as well. And HAAPCO, we do, like I stated, we do two festivals, the June Festival and the February Festival. The June Festival is an art festival. The June Festival is a jazz festival. But outside of that, we do two fundraisers. I do a golf tournament in October, and that's called the Kenneth R. Talbert Art Scholarship Golf Tournament, and that is strictly to raise funds for our scholarship fund. And those proceeds are broken up between three different, really four. We give part of the proceeds to the same Ocoee High School. We also give proceeds to a charter school in the Central Florida area called Oakland Ave Charter School. And then we also provide free lessons through a music school in Winter Garden. And then the rest of the proceeds go right to our General Scholarship Fund.
Now, colleges, because I know you guys are focusing a lot on scholarships, colleges are seemingly going up 15 to 30% on their rates. And, you've got the political back and forth, the federal government saying that the state governments are cutting funding, and then the state governments are saying that the federal governments are over-guaranteeing loans, et cetera, but that obviously plays an impact in what you guys do. How do you deal with that in being able to make sure that a kid 1 year who you give a full scholarship to isn't negative 15% that next year? Is that an issue for you guys?
It is, because you just mentioned it. The cost of continue to rise, or the gap between what's coming from the federal or the state is continuing to diminish. And these kids are, either they're not going to college, or they just can't go anywhere. So we're constantly trying to partner with different people in the community on different levels, whether it's local, state, or nationwide, to help us offset that cost, whether it's going to come through us or whether it's going to come from an outside entity. We try to do all we can to make sure that we, highlight this awareness of what's going on. I was just at an event just recently, and I think on average it costs a kid about, depending on where they go, about $17,000 per year. And, a lot of kids can't afford that. And so, we just try to do what we can to do our small part. Now, we understand every little bit helps. So I don't care what it is. If someone can give to these kids to help them with their supplies, or help them with their tuition or their room and board, we're trying to fill that gap wherever we can. And we need everyone to come alongside with us, or help other organizations that are providing scholarships, whether it's through the arts or through any other medium. But at the end of the day, we know there are a lot of kids that wish and want to go. And with the economy the way it is right now, we definitely got to come along and help each other out, because, these kids are our future. But if they can't go with the government, cutting back, and with the cost of living continue to rise, and education costs will continue to rise, we just need people to come alongside and help us out with that.
Now, you're probably the prototype business owner for our listening audience, someone who has a profession already and who's thinking about doing something on the side, whether to bring in extra money in a for-profit venture or to help others in a not-for-profit venture. To sum it up, what suggestion would you give to a person who's currently working in corporate America who's considering doing something spare time? Is there any one thing that you tell them to consider before they take that leap?
I would tell them to do their homework. The biggest piece is, look at the need, find out, look at yourself. What are you looking to do? What do you have a passion for? And if you have a passion for something, find out how you can turn that passion into something that you love, that can, give you a living, or fill that, your particular desire. And once you figure that out, look at your community and find out, who is doing what you want to do. And if they're doing what you want to do, but you can do it a different way, either you can go and speak to that entity and partner with them and help them expand, which is great, or you can go out on your own. But the biggest part is look at your immediate community. Look at who's there and what they're doing. You go to your chamber of commerce. I would tell any and everyone, if you want to get in business, go to your local chamber of commerce and see what they're doing, see what their memberships are doing. Get involved with that chamber, and they can give you the pulse of the community on a business realm to give you an idea of what's going on, who's doing what, and then you can go from there. But I say start with your chamber and start with your personal passion. Go to your local chamber of commerce and see what they're doing. And, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Partnerships are great. Providing service that you see there's a gap. But the biggest piece is, do something that you love, that you will continue to want to do, even if you weren't getting paid. And then, present what you're doing, and go to that local chamber of commerce, because all these chamber of commerce are they're connected to the community, and they also have training and have resources that can help you get to that next level, especially as you're just starting off, in the beginning.
Great. Well, HAAPCO Music Foundation's Joseph McMullen, we appreciate your time, and you have a great day.
I appreciate your time, too. Thank you so much.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Humble Biz Radio Show. Make sure you listen next time. We've got two great female entrepreneurs. The show title is called In the Black. One of these young ladies was on our newbie segment, and then Yolanda Gale with ID Beauty made big waves when she splashed a few weeks back. We're going to have both of them on the show live. Humble Biz Radio, the best broadcast for the home-based business owner.